Yeah, you are holding this lens as a dear baby.
It is like a baby, actually. That's our newest baby in the line of our Cine lenses. That's the lightweight zoom 3, which we have just announced recently at the IBC 2016 in Amsterdam.
And what's new about it? You have other zoom lenses, etc.
Well, the big difference here is, first of all, the range. So this zoom lens is covering a very long range from 21 to 100. And it's the difference is also the format. So the compact zooms which we have so far in the portfolio are covering full frame, so the big chip. This lightweight zoom LWZ3 is covering Super 35 format.
So it's made for different cameras.
Well, it's made for a different sensor size, basically, you can say, but it will work, of course, with different camera systems. Because of the interchangeable mount system, which is featured here as well, you can work with Prel mount cameras, EF mount cameras, F, MFT, but also Sony E mount.
And price-wise, is it cheaper to buy this lens than a full frame? Yes, it is.
Well, of course, because of the format and because of the fact that we are producing this lens in Japan, we are offering here a cheaper price. So the price point of this lens will be €8,300 without VAT, while the compact zooms in our portfolio are starting at €14,900 ex VAT.
Oh, so that's a big difference. And that's only because you earn too much as a laborer in Germany.
No, that's not the reason. The major reason is really the format. Because this is Super 35 and the other ones are the full frame sensor sizes. So to cover a larger format is, taking from us bigger efforts, of course, in R&D, and that's, of course, resulting also in the cost of a product.
And this is a new market for you, I guess.
Well, the market was already there, of course, but for us it's a new market because so far we had no dedicated solution for Super 35 sensor sizes in terms of zooms. So we had primes, of course, available in our portfolio, like ultra primes or master primes, but this is now, the first zoom lens after many years that we have for this dedicated market.
And what is the size difference of full frame and Super 35?
Well, basically the big difference, of course, is the depth of field. So the larger sensor is giving you a more shallow depth of field, of course, and it's also transferring more information to the chip. So
I was also thinking about the market size. How many cameras are with full frame and how many cameras used Super 35 millimeter?
Well, the biggest share definitely is still Super 35 when we talk about cinema. When we talk about, broadcasting, of course, it's still smaller sensors dominantly, but for cinema, the dominant sensor size at the moment is still Super 35, but there are, still many cameras coming to the market which are covering larger sensor sizes, especially from company Red, for example. So they launch cameras which are covering, which are featuring larger sensors, like the Dragon sensor or the Weapon sensor, if you heard about it. Well, the market is changing, definitely. So nevertheless, I still would say it's a dominance of Super 35, but you still can see that there are newer cameras, newer sensors coming to the market and trying to approach different ways of shooting and different users.
And what about 4K and 16K? It must be very demanding.
Of course, resolution is a very demanding issue. The good thing for us at the moment is the limit are not our lenses, the limits are the sensors. That's the good thing for us. So we proudly can say that all our lenses are easily covering 4K or 6K, even above. The question is where the development will go to. How will the market evolve in future? Will the race in K resolution continue like that, or will it somehow also go into a different direction, maybe HDR or another way? That's something we need to see, and we as a lens manufacturer cannot predict because that depends on camera manufacturers and the sensors they are using.
Good, so good luck with all the future.
Thank you very much.